Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Kunt podcast. I'm your host, Kunt. So, episode 3 of the podcast, it's going well. Getting some few views, getting some pointers, getting some tips. One pointer I got from last week's podcast was, there we go, just stop saying, let my train of thought just go to the first word that comes to my head and don't stop at it. So, I really like that pointer. Again, this podcast will be a shorter podcast since I have gotten no emails from people who want any advice. I'm hoping I get much more following such that people can message me regarding their problems. And I'm pretty good at ranting once I tangent off a topic. Right now, me just ranting off is like, it's like the Joe Rogan podcast with Alex Jones when he interviewed him when Alex Jones was going mad crazy because he's been sucked off the internet for so long that he has like kind of a little outlet. It's like all his conspiracy theories are bottled up, and yet it was like a ticking time bomb. He just exploded. So anyway, any tips, criticisms, much appreciated, and let's begin with the podcast. So, like I said, there is no advice column for this week, so I might as well start to talk about the news. Like always, let's look at the news. Let's turn on Google News. Google News, an RSS feed of all the news that's happening in the world. Usually it's too much politics. I'm like, first thing is, about Huawei, the executive that's arrested in Canadian custody. Liberals and CNC level, whatever that is. It's very political. I don't really want to go into politics, not right now, or just make my whole podcast based on politics. So, I actually have a kind of experience regarding wait, what? Ontario government consults on gender wage gap law, asks for business input. NDP accuses NPCs of considering pay equity as red tape. This is just so silly. Oh my god. Man, we really need a Pinochet here. Okay, I got a story to talk about. So, let's begin. Last night, it's almost like Monday, but let's say last night, I went to a club and I had an amazing time. Didn't spend too much money. It was a great atmosphere, but there's some few observations I've made over a course of years regarding clubbing and such, and they all came to fruition yesterday, and some negatives I saw. The biggest pet peeve for me, and this was like brought up in a Bill Burr podcast I listened to, but I'm gonna repeat it, was when girls walk outside barefoot after they've been dancing with heels. It is just so disgusting. It just boggles my mind. Like, I was at an intersection, I was ready to go to my car, and there's a few girls and guys, and the girls were like, oh, we want to take off our heels. We just want to walk, and it's freezing. It's like minus 15, and I just wanted to scream, "You girls disgust me!" I know I'm no maniac, but actually, you guys probably haven't figured out that I am. But it's just, come on, man! You're gonna walk on the street where people piss, broken bottles. There's homeless people crapping all over the floor. You're gonna walk around on that? Just, oh my god, it's just so disgusting. Fellas over there, like Bill Burr said, that cannot be the mother of your child. If she walks around without heels, like outside at downtown core, just walk around barefoot, just swipe left. That's one piece of advice I'll give you guys. Another thing I've noticed is there's always like a big group of girls celebrating a birthday or such. I'm gonna go more into big groups, but I'm gonna go towards I'm starting the attack on the ladies. or the broads. So anyway, there's always a big group. Usually there's multiple big groups of girls celebrating a birthday or a wedding or whatever. But like they'll have a big group. But what I found really funny is that there's always like a mother hen, and they're always like, they will not break off from the group. No member will. So what will happen is, if one person goes to the bar or washroom, then everyone goes in like a fire drill, like in single line, and they all walk whole in a line, like it's a kindergarten fire drill. Like there's the mother hen is the teacher, and everyone's just walking right behind her to the washroom. It's so funny to look at whenever you see it happening. Like you can't see your friend for 5 minutes, that you get scared or something. Come on, man. It actually ruins the club experience when there's like a whole line, like a salsa line or something going through, and it's just like you're dancing or something. It's causing a lot, because the club is a tight place anyway to begin with, and when you're going through like that, you're just causing more mayhem. Just if one person goes through, one person comes back, so like 10 people going all at once, it's much more controlled. Well, a club isn't really controlled, but like let's not cause so much chaos to begin with. But regarding mother hens, one biggest issue I had is the cock blocking. And no, I know there's one type when you see the girls uncomfortable or they're really interested with their friends, but it's almost like it's like a sport for some girls. There'll always be this one wildebeest who's not getting any action, who's jealous of her friends, and sees that one friend is getting hit on, and will automatically, as soon as a guy approaches her friend, would automatically like form like a little wall or barrier, or take her friend away. What I'm speaking is like an example of this would be like, I see a girl and she's giving me eye contact, so I come to approach her. I'm gonna come and ask for a dance like a gentleman. I'm not gonna go right behind her. Like that's another topic, but like, well, even then, that's depends on the guy. But for me, it's usually I have to see their face and approach them like that. I never go from behind. And I'm going, and it's like these wildebeests have like the sixth sense where they know a guy's approaching their friend. And what she did was she automatically pulled her friend and put herself in front of me, like forming like a wall. And I was just so furious. Like, what are you doing? She didn't like. We didn't even initiate a conversation. Like, well, what are you doing? It's not. You're not rescuing her. You're just cock blocking me. You wildebeest. Oh, why are you saying that? All girls are beautiful. You shouldn't be saying that. Well, just. It's like it was like a chess move. Like when you switch your rook with your king, it was like automatically she switched places, and it was the funniest thing when I realized. It was like, what are you doing? Usually, what I do, and there's always some person trying to. Sometimes, if they don't get the approach, what they'll do is, if their sixth sense is not working properly at night, what they'll do is like if you're talking with a person or something, they'll come and pull them away either way, even though it's just. I remember I hit a club 2 weeks ago, and that was happening where my friend was talking with this girl, and then I see the wildebeest come and is about to pull her away. So what I do is like, okay, I'm gonna form my own little barrier, and I came right in front between my friend and his conversation partner and the wildebeest, and I just came in front, and I was just like blocking her, like I was like a little wall. I was just going back and forth, just doing a fake dance. And that's a real wingman, taking a bullet for your friend. Well, not really. I wasn't dancing with her, but like just helping him out, throwing him a lob. Yeah, but anyway, I hate these wildebeests who like. I get it when a girl feels uncomfortable and then you come in, but just automatically to start the attack, it's just like it means that you're jealous, you're mad, because you have two other friends that you could keep you occupied. Why are you just coming and bringing her away? It's just really funny. And it's always these mother hens who are trying to control everyone, not letting them break out of the group. I mean, all this effort you're putting in this night, and that you're might as well go to the gym and put that much effort. Improve your appearance so that you don't have to be the mother hen. And maybe a guy will approach you. Anyway, regarding these groups, I hate it is now is like everyone's in big groups. Everyone comes to clubs. Like, I'm gonna go after the guys soon later. But everyone comes in clubs like 10 or in groups of 10 now. And it'll be like a girls' night out. Everyone will be like, oh, we're celebrating girls' night out. Really? Or even a guy's night out. It's like, when I'm hanging out with a friend, a club is the worst place to be. Because you think about it. It's dingy. It's dingy lighting. It's sweaty. People sweating. Music blaring. You barely can talk to someone. And then for how long can you dance until it gets boring or like you get sick of it? Overpriced drinks. You gotta pay cover. It's just parking, going all the way downtown. You know what I do when I hang out with my friends when it's a guy's night out? Usually I hang out with 2 or 3 guys. Either I go to a restaurant or like a bar. We watch a basketball game or something like that. Or I just go for some ice cream. I'm being honest. I'll message a friend like, hey, you want to hang out? Yeah, sure. What do you want to do? I'm feeling for some ice cream. I mean, ice cream is awesome. Who the hell would say no to ice cream? Even lactose intolerant people eat ice cream, even though it's going to kill them. But they still want it. And that's what I do when I want to hang out with someone. I can't believe there's people who say, yeah, it's a girls' night out. So you're going to hang out at a club? Like, go a bowling alley or like an arcade or something. Like, come on. And then that brings me to another point is that you're coming to a club is to meet someone else. I hate is this little thing where it's like a little social gathering. No, club has always been a place where you hang out, like not like get lit like drinking wise, but you're trying there to meet someone. That's the club rule. It's not like some little social gathering. Well, that's my opinion. But anyway. Girls come in these big groups and then like, well, girls' night out. Like, anyway, what happened to duo sets or single? Well, no one ever comes to a club solo. That's the worst thing. For a girl, I wouldn't recommend it though. That's for safety. And then there's the guys. Now I'm gonna go after the guys. First thing is dudes who act tough and are ready to fight. Like last night, I saw a fight. Pretty interesting. I mean, club fights are actually fun to watch. Just to see someone just to see a bouncer beat the shit out of someone. Usually be someone getting drunk and thinking they're like above the, like they're the shit. And then the bouncers are drunk with power. And then it's just like dumb and dumber. And then bouncers always win. And yeah, like, people are, oh, why are you saying you want like club fights? I wish I could like make a sport like an MMA or UFC version of bar fights. Like, that would be awesome. I mean, because you gotta think about it. I mean, UFC is basically 2 people fighting each other. Just because they're paid, it's different than a bar fight. I mean, a bar fight's still fun to watch. Just because they're not getting paid. The bouncers are getting paid. Or if two drunk people are fighting each other just because they didn't practice like learning each other's moves, like, oh, it's an art or something. No, it's still the same thing, just one person's getting a paycheck. Next is like when guys come in like a huge group and they have this fake hype vibe where everyone's like, oh, they're all trying to act lit, but sometimes, well, me, if I'm having a shitty time, I'm not gonna fake it. It's gonna be me there upset, and you'll see it on me. I'm not gonna be drinking 100 shots. No, I'll either leave or just, if I'm with a friend, I'll just stick through it. Like, oh man, I wish if I just sit down somewhere. Like, some people, like, when the club is the scene, the atmosphere is crap, they'll still be like jumping around. I don't know how you come in a group of 10 anyway to begin with, because I can't hang out with 10 friends. I usually hang out at most 2 or 3. It's so weird. I find it's like I always feel like it's like someone's gonna be like a wheel, like the third wheel or something. Like you won't be able to communicate with them. It's like isolated, and you're all like, how do you all talk with each other? It just, I always like being with 2 or 3 other people at most. That is it. Any more, then it's just more of like you guys aren't really that close friends. I mean, yeah, I'm saying that, but anyway. And then the worst thing is actually worst club experience actually is with the guys, where it's like, well, not for me, but I feel like just in general, it's like it'll be like 10 guys, and they'll find like one girl who's actually broken out of her little group, and once she's broken, just 10 guys will come and form like a little circle. They won't approach, but they'll form a little circle just looking at her, and then it's just the creepiest thing. They have like this. It's just the creepiest thing. Yeah, man. I mean, I hate when it's like guys when they're trying to approach with like a girl. Will be like 10 guys will come at one girl. Like, you do know there's only one of her and 10 of you. Like, and in the whole night, you guys don't have to stick together. Like, what I do is like when I went with my friend to a huge massive club, was that after I saw these with a girl, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go approach around and grab a drink. This is just like, what are you guys doing? You guys are such scaredy cats that you can't leave your friend. Man up, man. Yeah, so other than that, well, that's usually club. I'm just talking about club negatives. I had a great time. Just was the only thing I witnessed was the fight, which was pretty good. The cock block, which made me laugh and realize about the wildebeest. And the low single file lines. And the shoes and the heels, oh my god. The heels. If you're gonna wear heels, I know they sell, Dr. Scholl's, they sell like these cheap plastic slippers you can buy that you can put on your purse. They're basically plastic, where at least you have some sort of protection from the thorns. Just buy them. It's not that expensive. Yeah, anyway, I think I'll end the podcast right here. Kunt is calling this a night, and hopefully, like I said before, if you guys have any advice, if you guys have any advice for me for my podcast, that's pretty appreciated. And if you guys need any advice, I'm always here.